subtle reminder to everybody. A little bit later, we're going to have a pitch clock. If your thing is, I love pitch clock, but I hate Jeremy, this is the episode for you because there is no Jeremy on this pitch clock. It's just Christopher Cody.
That's right.
Who's the guest?
I'm talking to Adnan about baseball. Jeremy gave me strict guidelines because the way pitch clock works, it's like our fun game where we're doing baseball trivia, spliced in some serious trade deadline information. He told me, stick to baseball, keep it tight. Of course, I ramble a little bit with Adnan. We have some fun.
He's a rambling man.
But get your pitch clock in about 20 minutes.
Pitch clock. Izzy, I made a joke at the beginning of the show. I said, look, this is usually the time of year where there aren't a lot of sports stories, but then Sports Story said, hold my Celsius. And people were like, what does that mean? That's because there's a big news story that came out around Celsius, Izzy. Can you?
Yeah. I got Chris Cody a little confused with this one, too, because I just wrote on the board this morning, high noon equals Celsius. And he was like, what, high noon gives you energy? Like, what are you doing there? And he's like, no, so you haven't heard this story. Well, apparently the manufacturers, I guess it's the same company, right, of Celsius, accidentally put some high noons inside Celsius cans.
Oh, my God.
So it, for sale somewhere in America, in several places, are Celsius full of high noons. And the amount of like potential situations you can put yourself in with this is absolutely hilarious. Like I'm thinking of some drunk dudes like in the gym, but mostly if you have it's lawyers forever. If you have 2 empty cans of Celsius in your car right now, just keep it for life. Because if you ever get pulled over for a DUI, be like, what are you talking about? I didn't have a drink. And you just have to take a picture of yourself with the Celsius cans there. Lawyer's like, what? He didn't know he was getting drunk. Celsius folks ruined him. You can't give him a DUI for that. Like, that's another
a tip on how to get out of a
that.
DUI. Didn't have that on my bingo card.
No,
Can you
that's fine.
imagine if there was like a Miller non-alcoholic option, but it was accidentally filled with Miller Lite, so delicious and refreshing?
Miller Lite would never make
They
that
would never
mistake.
make that mistake.
No, that's ridiculous. But no, the idea of going to grab a Celsius and you have one, and maybe you don't really recognize the difference, and you're just like, you know what? Not really feeling the energy yet. Let me have another one.
But I feel
and
good.
You're just like, I'm still
But
not.
I don't have the energy, but I feel good.
Let's get something's going on here, and you're just wasted off your ass at work. It's like, what happened? It's
Unless
10
you pull a
a.m.
grapefruit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Let's
none
be
of that stuff
honest.
really
No
tastes good.
one likes the grapefruit one.
Nobody.
You ever go to a get together and they have the cooler out there? You're late to the party. It's all grapefruit.
I've never
always-
had a Celsius. Do they taste? Is it fizzy? Like, could they
There's
be?
some-
Could
most
they
of
be
them are fizzy.
mistaken? Like, could you drink it and get some high noon and be like,
here.
oh, this is just
How bad are your sinuses? Possibly.
I was going to say, with the amount of people that have been affected by COVID over the last several years, I'm sure they could pass with a handful of people. David Sampson probably couldn't taste the difference, right?
Those hard seltzers are very hard to detect the booze in them. I wrote on the Man Show many moons ago, and I used to pitch that we would get a non-alcoholic keg or a couple of non-alcoholic kegs and take them to a frat house as a social experiment to watch the guys act like they're drunk. I would
That would be amazing.
Whoa, I'm feeling that, man.
Hey, man, I've always thought you were hot, man. Maybe it's just the beer talking.
there's some filet mignon there.
Let me kiss your forehead.
True story. The first time I had White Claw, I did not know it was alcohol infused. So I was drinking it with vodka. I was like, there's a chaser. And I was like, wow, man, I didn't think I put that much in it, but all right. And I think Mike Golick Jr. was at the party I was at when this happened. He was like, because he was the one like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, no, I'm just using it as a mixer.
You're ahead of your time. People do that.
You thought this was a trend of just terrible
I thought it was just
sparkling
I thought
water?
it was like LaCroix. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like, oh, this one's called White Claw. All right. And I didn't. It was like, I remember him spinning the can and pointing to the proof on it, like, oh my God, this has 5% alcohol by volume.
I've got people losing their jobs, their careers, getting DUIs on the way
Over
to work
Celsius.
just because they wanted a little energy kick. Like, that is quite unfortunate.
You know what the moral of the story is? Metric system, evil. Wouldn't happen with a drink called Fahrenheit, I tell you that. Fahrenheit would have got it right. Celsius, bad.
North, 1994.
That's a bad movie.
Zach, Zach. Well, geez.
Oh, that's
Cinephobe.
your co-host on Cinephobe.
Oh, Cinephobe,
Wow,
man.
Interview with a Vampire and the Crow was also 1994. Ed Wood.
Ed Wood?
Don Juan DeMarco File.
That was a good one.
That's a great
That was a
one.
good one.
Drop Zone.
Drop Zone.
Drop Zone.
Wesley.
Gary Busey.
Look, 90 was Money Train 94? Wesley might have had a year, man.
I mean,
No, 94
95 probably.
We talked about this before the show yesterday, I think. You know who has an argument to 1994? It may not even be Jim Carrey.
Who's that?
It might be Tommy Lee Jones.
Ooh.
Tommy Lee Jones had 6 pictures.
Six pictures.
He played Ty Cobb that year.
Yeah, he did.
Never seen that one.
He was in Blown Away.
Yep, I remember that one.
The Client, I think, was also in there. Yeah.
There's
Mike,
something else.
could you grab Chris's phone real quick and tell me what he just searched? Oh, I've never seen him so embarrassed before.
94 also has Natural Born Killers, Bullets Over Broadway, Lion King, Reality Bites, The Hudsucker Proxy, a little underrated. Not a bad picture.
Tim Robbins? Was that
Paul
Tim
Newman,
Robbins,
yeah.
that's how, yeah. Paul Newman's in it.
Yeah.
And they all talk in mid-century accents. Look here, Bob.
Yeah, see?
You're the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, and so on. Time Cop, True Lies.
Time Cop. Let me tell you something about Time Cop, man.
True lie.
If there's
Lion
ever
King?
been
Lion
a movie,
King.
Yeah, Steve Martin
Steve
also.
Martin.
No, I was just hammering it home.
Yeah, me too.
Let me just say
Triple
something.
down.
Let me just say something about Time Cop, man. If ever there was a premise for a movie that needed to be, they're rebooting The Running Man. I'm like, no, Running Man was fine. You don't need to reboot that one, right? They reboot all the good stuff. I'm like, no, take Time Cop. Because it wasn't as good as it should have been. It should have been nothing but heists across centuries and him trying to track down and eventually piecing together that it's the evil senator who then changed it so that he could be president of the United States in the future, which, by the way, I kind of feel like that's what's happened.
You are exactly right, though, Amin. They have it upside down. They take the ones that work because they want the floor to be as high as possible. So we know people liked that movie before, so let's make it again. But they're doing it backwards. Right, the good premise for a movie,
Yes.
but poorly executed.
Exactly.
Groundhog Day, you never need to remake because it's a high concept, and if you go through it in your mind, they basically explore everything you would do if you were dropped into that scenario.
So we hired yet another movie guy.
Well, this is my thing. This is my thing when it comes to reboots. Once upon a time, movies got rebooted all the time. All the time. Scarface wasn't original. There was a Scarface in
took a while.
1930, whatever.
A Star is Born.
Star is Born, right? Like, you could reboot movies and people wouldn't really notice, right? But nowadays, it's like they're making a point of the IP. Like, no, remember this thing? We're doing it again. Like, no, be subtle with it. Heaven Can Wait was a reboot. And then it got rebooted again after that with Head of State. And it's like, these are all reboots. They're the same story told different ways. Bring me back there. You know what? I'm all right with you doing Ghostbusters again. Just don't call it Ghostbusters. Call it something completely different.
What about Ghost?
The Buster of Ghosts.
Bustin'.
Side
Buster
note,
makes me feel
you know
good.
what they do need to update at some point? Because people revere the movie so much. I think it's mostly because of Nicholson, but The Departed to me is the most overrated 21st century movie.
You have my brother.
It is all based on cell phones, so it's outmoded already. It makes no sense if you're not. I mean, everything pivots off of the cell phones and who's making the call from where. But two, Jack Nicholson is a criminal mastermind.
Yes.
Running
Say
a
it.
very small crew.
Yes.
That has been with him for a long time, save one youngster, 20 years younger than everybody else in the crew. He just made the scene, but I don't think he's the mole. I think it's the guy who's been on the crew for 20
I
years.
like the cut of this young man's
The
jib.
hell?
Right, there's that.
He
There,
knew his uncle and dad.
But he beat up the guy in the bar.
that's true. And everything after that is cream
Prune juice?
cheese.
Was it prune juice?
Can't be the new
Cranberry,
guy
right?
that tried to be a cop.
Cranberry juice.
Then the next thing is, I'm the leader of a massive criminal enterprise, one of the biggest mobs in Boston. But I'm going to be hands-on on all these murders and drug dealings and what? Where's this
They're
at?
going to catch anybody. They're going to catch me.
And then finally,
He explains that.
Finally.
He's like, I don't need to have sex anymore either.
yeah.
I like it.
There's one last thing. It's like, this is Jack Nicholson dying in that movie.
Oh, God.
It reminded me of Bobby J. Thompson in Role Models, pretending to die when they're playing, what do you call it, when they're LARPing. It's the same like overacting. I'm like, what are we doing? And then to put the cherry on top, in case you didn't know that this was cinema and not just a regular movie, we'll have a rat run across the screen.
Yeah. Didn't get the reference.
And-
Marion Cotillard's death scene in Dark Knight Rises would like a word.
Nothing beats The Departed. Nothing beats The
Well, some wild overacting by a high-end thespian. We were just talking back here about Rounders. Malkovich's performance and that, give me his money. What the hell accent are you doing there,
Russian.
Mr. Oscar?
He beat me.
He beat me.
Look,
How often were those impressions done in Gilbert's game? Like that's every hand, right? At least once.
It's in Gilbert's game for sure.
Let me get
But
some Oreos.
I rewatched Rounders last year, and I was like, man, I thought that Malkovich killed this assignment when I was younger, and then I rewatched it. I'm like, this movie survives and somehow persists above this terrible performance.
Norton's great in that.
Yeah,
Malkovich is. I think about his roles. I wonder, maybe we were a little too excited. He's a great actor, but also it's like it's a lot of the same character over and over.
Well, Con Air is the same character.
Well, that's his greatest role.
Is it?
Con Air.
Yes,
Being
even
Jo-
better than being John
Being
Malkovich.
John Malkovich is his greatest role. He played himself over and over again
No, Con Air, Cyrus the Virus.
because he
He's a
keeps,
thespian.
yeah, he's a thespian.
And one of the more inexplicable deaths in cinematic history. He's on Fremont Street on a fire engine on a ladder, gets flung from it, somehow lands on this conveyor belt, and then gets a pile driver straight to the face.
Oh yeah.
What are the chances? And I don't know if you've been to Fremont Street. I have. There isn't a junkyard nearby that I can be flung to.
Well, it was 1997. I always try to keep that in mind. Whenever I see movies set in Vegas, and oddly enough, set here, like older movies, I'm always like, okay, it wasn't like we reviewed The Pest on Cinephobe a couple, maybe it was last
I
year.
love that movie.
I tried out for that.
Terrible movie.
Audition.
I love that.
Did you
movie.
for what role?
A role
The kid
that
at
did
the playground?
a role at a fair that ended up being cut from the film anyway.
The kids he beats in basketball?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. That would be funny. That's Mike Ryan right there. Yeah.
Or maybe they changed it to that scene, but there was a scene where he goes to a fair and does like pop a shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does the thing where he's scamming people. He's at like a crowded fair where he's doing like the cup
He's
game.
scamming people at the fair, but
Oh,
the
the youth fair,
basketball
huh?
scene was him walking past the school, and he plays basketball. But
for their lunches. He
there's-
beats them in basketball and takes all their lunches.
there's scenes.
The script that I got was different.
There's scenes shot right here in downtown Miami, like on Flagler and stuff. I'm like, oh, I know that, and it looks so clean,
Super different.
so clean. And I was like, where's this? What is this place? It's crazy. So
I
like,
can assure you it wasn't actually clean back then. It's a lot
Oh,
cleaner now. They cleaned it up.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
Dude, down this area in particular, my car was broken into routinely going to Miami
school?
Heat games.
Oh, yeah.
Routinely. This area is so
this is
much
it being
different than it
nicer?
was. Yes, it's safer. It's safer than it was just 6 years ago. All the new construction
I guess
just
so, yeah.
got all the people that would break into your cars out and moved over to another place, I guess.
Compare and contrast. We did Once Bitten, a very, very early Jim Carrey movie, right?
I love that film.
And the early scenes, they're in Hollywood. They're on Hollywood Boulevard. And I was like, it was a hole back then, too? Like, I thought, like, in the 80s, it must have been really nice and classy. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Hole filled with weirdos. That's
And more
Hollywood
drugs.
Boulevard.
When you mentioned auditioning, Mike, it made me think of a random thing that, you know how when you searching through your phone, searching through your photos, I don't know about you, I don't really organize my photos very well. I got to start from the very top and start looking. Well, at the very top of my phone, for whatever reason, amongst the first 10 pictures, is you as a child in a Burger King ad with the Así lo quiero.
Yeah, that was
right?
a national.
Yeah.
That was a national commercial.
Yeah,
made
and
good
I
money
can't
there.
remember if you talked about this stuff on the air
Yeah,
on the
'cause
show before.
He has, because I know he said he can't speak Spanish, but he
Right.
can
Couldn't.
deliver that
that's
one
why
line.
that's why I went by Mike Ryan for so long on the air as opposed to Mike Ryan Ruiz because racism.
You also have a tough time winking. Is that still the case?
That's a still.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Wink for, hold on, wink for us right now.
If
Give
I
us a wink.
may, the audition was the wink. All right, so
That's the
clearly
closest.
I was
I mean,
doing
you-
something right with the wink that they wanted.
Give us a wink.
Well, I mean, it's been so long.
Don't put pressure on it. He'll wink when he's ready.
I was just going to tell Amin to tell them in the back that I sent Fuentes the photo, but now that everybody's looking at me, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Fuentes, the photo's in your text.
I think you pointed at me. I thought something was going to
Yeah,
happen.
the only movie auditions were for Miami specific things or Latin roles, and I got really frustrated by that.
It was the eyebrows.
I'm being pigeonholed.
I was.
So the name change helped out?
It worked out for me professionally.
Yeah?
Yeah, the name change did work. I'll be straight up. I had a program director that looked at me like I had two heads when he found out that he could start putting me on Dos Amigos.
Probably still in prison.
Like I felt that. No, I knew I was justified by going Mike Ryan professionally for a while.
Well, even like in the radio business?
Yeah, in the radio business.
That's
I'm
amazing.
actually now
In
I'm proud of
Miami?
our like one of our great legacies is that I can go by Mike Ryan Ruiz now because this show got so popular. But
Wow,
no,
that was a thing.
dude, yeah.
In this market?
Yeah, it's why I went by Mike Ryan because I was in the entertainment business before. I was
No.
like, I know how they treat me, and I got to radio, and hell yeah, they would have treated me the exact same way.
Dave, you ever felt like you had to change your name to make it?
Dame Check.
Yeah. Dame Check. That's
I may change it after this morning.
Hey, Dame Check.
After
fool.
what after the attack, the senseless attack by Amin.
Well, Billy
I
Corben,
may have no choice.
Billy Corben had to do the same thing. His actual name is Billy Cohen.
Really?
Yeah. Because I
feel like
think
Cohen's
because
a-
he's Jewish. I think
John
that's the reason.
Stewart uses a stage name.
What's John Stewart's real name?
John Stewart's real last
It's
name?
it's very Yiddish sounding. Yeah, it's
Yeah, because I feel like Cohen is not that. Like, there's a million Cohens out there. Like, Cohen is not a. Oh.
A lot like Gregory, was it P. Cody that he tried to throw out there?
Yeah, he thought about dropping it in his byline.
As
Pete.
I don't have a middle name, so early on in my byline years, I was like, should I add like an X middle name or something or a Q? Just never really came up with
IXG.
it.
That would have been your initials. That would have been IXG. Oh man.
Jonathan Stewart Leibowitz.
yeah, Leibowitz.
Leibowitz. Yeah. See that one? Like, okay.
It's his middle name, Stewart.
Yeah.
Spelled differently, though.
Damashek came to a head in third grade, really, for me. That's when really my peers seized on it because it had a bad word in it.
Damn. Shit.
Damn, you got a bad word in your last name. Like, stop it. Nah. Like, yeah, damn people who live in a shack. And I'd be like, stop doing that to me. And it's spelled differently. It's not like the bad word. It's like the one that stops water. But they didn't care.
Dave, check
That's
out
how I
that
became
photo.
Shek for the rest of my life. People have called me Shek.
Shek, check out that photo behind you.
How long did you get free Burger King for this? How'd this work?
I actually got
You
other.
doubt his winking
I got other
ability.
commercials
They
for Burger
they
King.
paid him in Burger King.
I had there's a speaking role. I think Reddit found it. There was a commercial that I did with Christina that was a big national commercial for
Upper con
Crest.
queso?
Crest.
Yeah, sí son muy feos. That was my line for that one. I was being asked by a disembodied voice about cavities. Sí son muy feos.
Roy, did you ever have anyone make fun of your name when you were in school?
The whole rhyming situation, Roy Boy.
Roy Boy.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah.
For me, it was a lot of, oh, do you know what I mean? Oh, you're a mean person. So. And then I do that a lot of times when I'm introducing myself because I don't give my full name, but I do explain to people, yes, my name's Amin. Like, yes, like I'm a mean person. Like, you know what I mean? I do that one a lot. My dad does one to me, which is weird because he does it to me. He says, Amin El hasn't. That's like when, whenever I'm like, as you clean it, I clean it. Amin El hasn't, as usual. I'm like, oh, what
That
the
means that was used on him when he was growing up, and he's just got to pass it down.
hell? Probably.
That'd be a good title for a bit. You know what, comma, Amin? And then you go into the bit like, hey, you know what? This happened.
Or maybe like a guest appearance on God Bless Football. I mean, El has it or El hasn't?
Yeah.
There's something on the preview they're going to tell me is Mike Ryan, but I don't believe it.
Yes.
Also, is that Robin Hood? What are you starring in?
Oh, we have
Camping?
the video now. Let's play it,
It's a little
guys. Hit it.
camper.
They're going to get to it in a
It is-
second.
Okay. Almost
See, I hit my
They got to
cues.
switch, Here we go. And there's no sound in the video.
Ah,
Wait,
classic.
that looked like you cussing there.
Hey, how about them? They got that fast, though.
It looked like you were cussing.
Looked like you were calling that little girl's teeth ugly.
Christina.
I actually called her a motherfucker.
Yeah, you did.
Welcome to the Pitch Clock. Here's the pitch, a two-part baseball segment combining a nostalgic baseball trivia game and an interview with an expert. This is the Pitch Clock. Welcome to this week's episode of the Pitch Clock. And if you've been listening to the show this week, you might realize or know that I'm not actually in studio. So this is me from the past saying hello to you in the future. The reason I'm not there
is for what I believe is a pretty special cause. So I'm a counselor at a 9-day sleepaway summer camp for children with cancer called Camp Fiesta. This is our 40th anniversary of Camp Fiesta, and my family's been involved since the very beginning. My uncle was their first director. Camp Fiesta is the greatest camp in the history of the world. It says so on our t-shirts. And the reason that's the case is every single one of these kids comes back year after year for free. And a really special place for a whole bunch of kids who are going through hell to show up and feel as normal as they possibly can for 9 days out of their year. But we almost never even talk about the fact that anyone there actually is either going through treatment or is recently in remission. Every single one of our counselors is a former camper. They're all people who had childhood cancer, beat it, in some cases multiple times, and now are living their lives as adults and make time, no matter what's going on, to come back to Camp Fiesta and be a part of the Camp Fiesta family. So if you've heard all of that and you're like, hey, Jeremy, how can I help make these summer sessions even better? You can donate. CampFiesta.com/donate is where, if it's $1, if it's 50 cents, every single cent counts. And I can promise you it all goes directly to the cause. We spend a lot of money on making sure that these kids have the time of their lives. We take them to all the parks in Orlando. We go to the beach. We go bowling. We go to movies. We do Everglades boat ride tours. There's all sorts of different things. So if you've been listening to this, thank you for listening to my spiel. But here's the good news for you. Chris Cody's stepping in this week, and he's going to conduct our interview with Adnan Virk. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for constantly consuming the Pitch Clock. Thank you for supporting Camp Fiesta, and I will see you all next week. Chris Cody is going for 5 straight victories over me in Taylor's Trivia.
How, bud?
That's him. Taylor's here as well. We're going to get right into this trivia on this week of the Pitch Clock, and I don't feel good. Taylor, tell us what's going on here.
The game today is 3 strikes and you're out. You guys could flip those papers. The list in front of you guys is 23 unique players that have hit 31 plus home runs by the All-Star break. Players are only listed once, so even if they achieved it multiple times, you're only going to see their highest mark.
Love that. All right.
I love that.
I just don't want some. I'm just prefacing that because I know somebody's going to guess somebody twice.
For sure.
Jeremy, we'll let you go first. Start us off.
Because I've had such a terrible time with this lately. All right, let's stick with. I'm going to start right at the top with the Mariners, 38. That's not the most. The most is 39 for the Giants in 2001. We all know who that is. But it's happening right now. Cal Raleigh.
So my
Big dumper. There's 3 2025 guys, so that kind of gives an advantage to Jeremy because I'm pretty sure he's watching baseball still.
Whoa, relax.
I am.
It actually just helped me because I was not really paying attention to that. I'll go 2025 just to shut you guys up a little bit. Aaron Judge.
There you go. 35 home runs. Aaron Judge.
All rise.
1998, St. Louis Cardinals, my favorite player of all time, Mark McGwire.
That is correct.
He had 37 home runs before the break that year. Obviously, that's the year where it was, well, I'm not going to mention the other thing.
Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez.
Good for you. I will count that. Eugenio Suarez.
Yeah, it's not how you say it, but I'll give it to you.
His friends call him Eugenio.
There's a G in there.
Eugene. I'm going to stick with my favorite year there. So I'm going to go down to 33 home runs in 1998, the Chicago Cubs. That's Sammy Sosa.
It is Sosa. There's one more 98 on this list.
I wonder who
that
there
is.
Thank you for pointing another helpful.
I mean, Taylor, enough of
you.
This guy doesn't pay attention to detail.
No, first of all, you don't I clearly was where 98 Sosa. I was okay, where is it? There it is. Come on. I'm gonna go 2021 Angels Mike Trout.
That's gonna be Chris's first strike.
Poop. Adnan Virk, welcome back to the Pitch Clock. I'm not gonna do a Jeremy impression. I thought about putting glasses on, but it's not gonna happen.
That's a limited Jeremy Taché. I like it, Cody. I think with a little bit of workshopping, we can kind of get there. But the deliberate kind of pausing, the pensive look in your face, we've got something there.
As much as I want to troll Jeremy, I'm really proud of what he's built here. So I'm going to respect this. It's deadline day. As of right now, give me the most impactful move so far of the trade deadline.
The most impactful move, the most impactful bet, Eugenio Suarez they get from the Arizona Diamondbacks. They give up 3 prospects, including some kid named Locklear, not related to Heather. Apparently he's a pretty good first baseman, whatever. Prospects are suspects, who cares? You go ahead and you get Suarez. This guy is 5th right now with 36 home runs. He's got 87 RBIs, which leads the National League. And now this offense is pretty legit. Like, Raleigh is the MVP favorite, especially with Judge out right now. He's on pace for 63 home runs, which would eclipse Judge's American League record of 62. Arozarena is an all-star. Julio Rodriguez is an all-star. And you're adding Suarez now to those bats, and like, Seattle can bang. And of course, he just got Josh Naylor from Arizona. So Naylor's a guy I love. Pride of Mississauga, Ontario. He's hitting .292 this season. And now you're adding Suarez. Big time move by Seattle. I just hope they can now make the playoffs and hopefully win that division away from Houston.
I was told to stick to baseball here, but could you have a bigger poster of Casablanca behind you? Is it possible?
The Casablanca poster is unbelievable, and I've also got the Pacino Godfather too. But the way it's framed, my head's obscuring it. But the whole downstairs, Cody, it's revamped brilliantly. I mean, since we were doing Cinephile, it was just a skeleton basement in here. Now I've got movie posters adorned everywhere, and yes,
it looks wealthier. Your basement looks wealthier than it used to. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it's been seriously revamped. You're right. You would have thought when I had Cinephile, it'd be better. Go ahead.
stick to baseball. Most surprising move thus far of the trade deadline.
Well, it's the one that I'm like, I don't really get is the Reds and getting Ke'Bryan Hayes. Now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, I'm sure, is a great guy. He's a great defender. There's no question about it. Defensive run save, this guy is lights out. And Terry Francona, who I love, the manager, said he might be the best defender in baseball. But Cody, he can't hit worth a you-know-what. I mean, this guy's offense is dreadful. He is a 64 OPS plus. Reds third basemen are hitting .650 so far this year. That's their OPS. Ke'Bryan Hayes hitting .660. Like, how is that an improvement? Like, his offense is awful. And he's due $7 million each of the next 2 seasons, then $8 million each of the next 2 seasons after that. So, like, you're really kind of committing almost $30 million over the next 4 years. Again, if he could hit, he's a good player. But the guy can't hit worth anything. Like, he's a clearly one-dimensional player. It's like Kevin Kiermaier. All those years with the Rays, I'm like, you're giving him $10 million a year? I'm like, maybe. Like, I guess if he's that good defensively. But to me, the Reds, they're in a dogfight right now trying to make the playoffs. They're fighting right now the San Diego Padres for that final wild card spot. And they could have used offense. They could have used Suarez. He's a former Red. By the way, Suarez formerly played with the Mariners as well. So he's familiar with what he's getting in Seattle. But that, to me, like, Ke'Bryan Hayes, I'm sure he's a good dude. It's a relatively good contract if indeed he performs. But his bat is atrocious, even as good a defender as he is.
Well, I'm going to go 1998 Seattle Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr.
That is correct.
Shout out being 3 years old and falling in love with baseball.
2009 Albert Pujols, Cardinals.
Nice.
Yep, with 32.
Yeah, that's a good
by the
one.
break.
That's a very good one. This is where we start to at least ask some questions. Oh.
Yeah, I just realized one too.
Well,
yeah.
I'll just knock out the one at the top.
Yep.
I'll knock out the one at the top. 39, 2001. That's Barry Bonds. Might as well.
Oh, I thought you were going the
single.
other top.
I know the other one too.
Surprisingly, still on the board, Barry Bonds, but that is correct.
That's like Ichiro being on the board last week and me not going to it. I'm just trying to not strike out at this
1961
point.
Yankees. I've seen 61 a bunch of times, and there's 2 guys who are going there for this race. I just don't remember like if one of them got off to a hotter start than the other. But I'm just gonna go with the guy that ended up doing it. I'm gonna go Roger Maris, 33 home runs in 61.
It is Roger Maris.
Attaboy. Well done.
Because Mantle and they were neck and neck for a lot of the season.
Yeah, but that was the right move.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for that one. The first person to leave this century.
Yeah.
All right, well then I'll go ahead and knock it. I'm just gonna keep trying to go from the top down if I can. So 2013 Baltimore Orioles with 37 home runs. That is one of the worst contracts of all time, Chris Davis.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Please be wrong.
It is Chris Davis.
Oh, thank God.
See,
okay. For just a second, your face made me very concerned.
You thought that was a hard one?
Woo.
Taylor? I thought that was, Let's just go with what it needs. I mean, who else could this be? 1994 White Sox, the Big Hurt.
Yeah, it has to be, right? That's one of
it
the ones
the Big
I felt.
Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I felt confident about, which is now I'm a little nervous. I'm going to skip over the A's for now at 37 in 1969. And I'm going to go ahead and go down to 2001. There's 35 home runs, Arizona Diamondbacks. That's Luis Gonzalez.
Yeah.
It is Luis Gonzalez.
Man, these mid 2000s.
Yeah, I'm
weird ones in here.
yeah, there's some strange ones. I have one that
I'm going to go Willie Mays, 54. In 1954, 31.
I think you're right.
That is right. Chris
Yeah,
Cody,
well
holding
done.
serve.
Really good job. Really good job. 1969, Oakland A's, Reggie Jackson.
Mr. October. It is Reggie Jackson.
37 homers. Man, that sounds like he was Mr. April, May, and March. Or May and June.
No, that's Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that's true.
Most underrated move with high upside thus far of the trade deadline.
Well, I'll give you a few. I don't know if it's underrated because I think people know that Juan Duran's an impact guy, but he throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, Cody, and a curveball, slider, which is like in the mid-80s. Like, he's an absolutely filthy reliever. And the Philadelphia Phillies knew they had to do something big because of the fact that, you know, in terms of their bullpen, just hasn't been there. Their bottom 5 worst bullpen overall in baseball. Alvarado is their closer, but got dinged for the PED, so he's back late August, but he can't pitch in the postseason. So that's a real concern for them. They signed Jordan Romano from the Blue Jays this past offseason. He has really struggled. So go out and get Duran from the Twins. To me, that's a big-time move. They've obviously got a top-heavy rotation with Zach Wheeler and Sanchez and Suarez. You never know what you're going to get with Jesus Luzardo, but offensively, Schwarber's having an unbelievable season. Bryce Harper's really turned it around. So I think Duran for the Phillies is a really important move. Dombrowski's always fearless when it comes to making moves like that. I think the Mets did a decent job by getting Helsley from the Cardinals, who was their closer a year ago with St. Louis and was still the closer this year at 21 saves, but not nearly as good as last year. I looked up opponents hitting 406 off of Helsley's fastball this year. That's brutal. So hopefully the number one will be a little bit better there in Queens. They also got Rogers. And one more I'll give you, since your question really was phrased as under the radar. I'll go Ryan McMahon just for Taylor. Now you say, well, how could the Yankees be under the radar? Only because everyone thought they would get Suarez, and instead they get McMahon, who, at least by the numbers, has been a below-average offensive player, but he's outstanding defensively. Not quite Keith Ryan Hayes, but he's in that realm. And all of a sudden, he solves the fact that the Yankees have had a black hole at third base. He's a great defender. You got to think offensively he'd be better than what he showed in Colorado, and so far he's done that. He's been a good hitter for the Yankees, and he's under contract for the next couple seasons at an affordable price. So under the radar, I thought Brian Cashman did a good job getting Ryan McMahon.
All right, as we sit here at 8 a.m. on Thursday, a few hours left in the trade deadline, give me a prediction, something that may have even already happened by the time this airs, something we can make fun of you for if you're insanely wrong about it. Call your shot here. What's going to happen the rest of the day?
Well, there's got to be some starting pitchers getting moved here. So far, we've seen the bullpen guys and the big names obviously being Duran and Helsley. And Clase's not going anywhere because of the fact he's not been placed on paid leave. Otherwise, he would have been a big guy. Love the Jays getting Seranthony Dominguez, by the way. So the biggest bats, Eugenio Suarez. We need a starter, Cody. So I'll say Mitch Keller. Since you're wearing a Pirates hat, I'll say Mitch Keller gets dealt. And I'll also throw in Edward Cabrera, just for the Marlins. Everyone has said he's the most coveted guy out there. I don't think Sandy Alcantara gets traded. He's not had a good season, as you are well aware. Why would the Marlins trade him? Wait till the offseason, get a better deal for him. So Edward Cabrera gets dealt by the Marlins, and I believe Mitch Keller gets dealt by the Pirates. Those two big starting pitchers will get dealt. Who knows, as you said, they could be dealt by the time this airs.
Adnan wrote a book, Cinephile. It comes out August 26th. We're going to have you on later to promote it, but just look at that thing. Oh, looks glorious. Thank you, Adnan. We love you.
Thanks, Cody. You're the best, buddy. Love you, and look forward to being on the pod to promote Cinephile August 26th. Let's go.
Which one is it? There's two. I'm going to go Red Sox 2006. Manny Ramirez.
Second strike for Chris Cody.
All right. Well, then I feel like I have to go after that one.
You're going to go Bill Miller?
So I'm not like I'm worried.
Trot Nixon?
I'm just worried.
Remember that good first half Trot had?
It's not Trot Nixon. It's not Bill Miller. It's not Johnny Damon.
Jason Varitek had a great first half one year.
I feel like I have to now go with David Ortiz, Big Papi.
It is David Ortiz.
Thank God.
Not Mark Bellhorn.
I was nervous for a
he
second.
He was more of a power guy.
Know?
That was such a dumb guess.
Oh, that feels good.
I
All right.
just saved it because I had other guesses here. Like
I
that
just
one
want
was
you
clearly
guys to
50-50.
know that if I don't win this, we might never record a pitch clock ever.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of the pitch clock, root for me. If you hate the sound of my voice, which I know is a chunk of you,
I do.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
All right, cool. I feel like this is probably this is one of these guys that I know he had a good time for this team, but like whether it was 2008, 11, or 16, that like those 10 years just kind of blend together for me. I'll go. Man, but then another guy just popped in my head. Blue Jays, 2011, Vernon Wells.
That's going to be the game Jeremy's going to win. It's not Vernon Wells.
Who's the Blue Jay? Do you know?
I'm not sure who the Blue Jay is. I'm not.
Oh, wait, who was the other person that popped in my head? Whatever, tell me who it was. Who was the Blue Jay?
Joey Bats.
Oh,
Jose
of
Bautista.
course
That
it
makes
was.
so much sense.
Can I guess a couple others before we wrap here?
Crime Dog,
Yep.
99.
For the
Rays.
No.
I can tell you, I think 2019 Milwaukee Brewers, that's Christian Yelich, right? That's David Sampson's favorite?
It is Yelly.
So that's Yelly. I'm assuming, and I just don't know which year, between 94 and 89, one of those is Willie McCovey, right?
No.
Is one of them Will Clark?
Nope.
Who were the
Really?
Two, who were the
Thank
two
God I
Giants?
didn't guess those two guys.
1989, 1994. Who are the two Giants?
So the 94 Giant is Matt Williams. The 89 Giant is Kevin Mitchell.
Oh my God, I never
And
would have
then-
gotten either of those.
Who's the 79 Philly?
Mike
Schmidt?
Oh.
Okay.
Who was the Angel?
So the
was
Angel,
the Angel the guy? It wasn't the third baseman that they signed and got.
Rendon?
It wasn't Rendon.
No.
He I think he played 31 games for them total.
I'm trying to think of who it would be. It wouldn't be Shohei, right? Like, he didn't do that, did he? You
Shohei.
kidding me?
Oh, it's
Shohei Ohtani?
That makes sense, actually. It's only 4 years ago. I'm done.
You're kidding me. He had 34 homers before the break. How is that something?
Who was the Devil
This
Ray?
guy.
That's the last one on my list, it seems.
Yeah.
So the Senator in 1969 was Frank Howard. The Angel, we mentioned Ohtani. And then the Devil Ray in 1999.
Wade
Fan
Boggs.
of the show.
Wade Boggs.
Or former friend of the show.
Oh.
Was he ever a friend of the show?
Jose Canseco?
Jose Canseco?
Jose Canseco!
wow.
Get out of here.
Damn.
Anytime
The
we could
streak
talk
is
about
over.
the great Jose. Oh, thank God I finally got one off the schneid. And with no strikes. That's about a perfect game, folks. I'll take it. Let's see what happens next week.
Look, every crew's got roles. On a team, on a group text, at a watch party. You've got the stat nerd, the vibes guy, the one who thinks they're the coach, and then there's the real MVP, the person that brings the cooler. And what's in that cooler? If it's not Miller Lite, I'm checking the roster. It's the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. 50 years of showing up in big moments. Post-game tailgates, NBA watch parties, road trips to road games where you swore the refs were out to get you. Through it all, that clean, crisp Miller Lite taste just gets it done. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs. It's light, but it doesn't tap out early. You're over there arguing over who the GOAT is, shouting about NIL deals, someone's grilling. Miller Lite is always there, playing its role to perfection. Brewed for taste, simple ingredients, a legend since 1975, and still a first ballot Hall of Famer in my cooler. Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
All right, it's time for Thursday Thunders. It's presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Juju, go ahead.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, Juju.
Congratulations to all the millionaires that took place in Thursday Thunder last week. Meet me at the strip club, baby. Tonight, we're going to keep it going.
Probably invest.
First leg, we're going with the Mystics. The Washington Mystics. Some call them the Sticks. Brittany Sykes, 14 points. I'm going over 14 points for my sister, Brittany Sykes, tonight. She got that look in her eyes, and boy, we all know what that means. It means she gonna get 14.
Thunder.
At least. Second leg, I'm sticking with the Sticks.
Yay.
Kiki Iriafan,
Kiki.
over 12 points tonight.
You love
know, her
me.
and my sister, you
Are you
feel
scoring?
me?
12
Yes, she
points.
will be.
I like to call him the Mist.
The Mist. Well, that's another team. That's an unrivaled team. Salute to the unrivaled team, the Mist. They missed the playoffs as well. Neither here nor there.
Got their asses.
Hakeem Nicks, where are you?
Well, yeah, man. I'm going over on Kiki's points tonight. 12 points in her sleep. Scooby Snacks. Last leg. I'm sticking with the Sticks.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking with Kiki
Stick
for
talk.
over 8 rebounds tonight, man. Come on, man. She got to get it tonight. She got the look in her eyes as well. So I'm going big stick talk tonight. Lock it in. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Hell yeah. Juju, we've had ourselves a show today. A lot of stuff to get to, a lot of things to reminisce about. But you got a couple of top fives for us, as well as a bunch of polls, because we didn't do polls yesterday. Which one of these top fives do you want to start with, Juju?
Man, watching the show today put me in just a nostalgic place, man. Y'all talked about so much nostalgia. My dog Dave Dameshek, we mentioned the NHL '94. It made me think, okay, the top video games from my childhood, no matter what. I'm just gonna go top games that got me excited. You feel me?
Good list.
OLI number 1, Streets of Rage.
Oh, great fighting game.
Right.
Great
you
fighting
just turn
game.
in a circle and hope somebody gets into your circumference.
Yep.
Because if they do, stick talk. OLI number 2, Lemmings, the computer game.
I don't remember. What was Lemmings?
You got to dig a hole and people just keep walking. They just keep walking. And you got to make them all walk to the end of the line.
I do remember that game. Yes, I didn't know the name of it, but I remember that game.
Great game. Also, OLI, my brother Dave, NHL '94. When you come around that curve and you hit somebody and you make the blood come out of their head, injury. Not for kids, not suitable in this 17. Number 5, GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Great game.
That was a game that made the, was it GameCube? Not GameCube. What was it? N64.
N64. Slappers only.
Yeah. Yep. Number 4, Street Fighter 2. Hadouken. No explanation needed.
Nope.
Number 3, the game at the game room where you go and hit the alligators.
Oh.
The whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole, yeah.
Now I'm angry, and they all come at you. Holy
Aren't they moles?
Yeah, but down here we had the gator variant.
Yeah, yes. Number 2.
Not a whole lot of balls in Florida.
Cruising USA.
I hate that game. I hate that game so much,
Cruising
man.
USA.
I hate that game so much. No matter where the finish line or the time check line is, I'm 3 seconds behind it.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Tough game.
Hate it.
Number 1, I had a tie between Mortal Kombat 2 and Doom on the computer. It ain't right if it ain't on the PC.
Speaking of computer, I can throw you a little Duke Nukem?
Oh.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
My older cousins.
And I'm all out of gum.
My older cousins played that, and I thought they were so cool. I was like,
dude,
man,
I
I
go
wanna-
back to Contra. On Nintendo.
Nice.
Izzy'll know my favorites. Dig Dug, Joust, Centipede, the highly underrated sport karate champ.
Dig Dug?
Points.
So
half point.
Dig Dug.
Full point. And the best sports game, maybe, really, right up there with NHL '94, Track and Field. It was an arcade game, and it had a rolly ball thing, and you had different disciplines within the same game. It was sort of like Tron, the video game. Yeah. There were 4 different things you would go do, ride the motorcycles and all. But Track and Field, you did all the events. Some of them required the rolly ball. Some of them, you had to have rhythm.
It was Wii before
the
Wii.
pad, yeah.
Hit me for Legend of Zelda too, Roy.
I like it. Also hit Dante Jones with Joker of the Summer behind Bob Griffin III. What was that? Why are you doing that? Like, what's the motivation behind that move, Dante? Salute to you, Coach.
Let's just say that if ever you're about to go into an elevator at a hotel, you're on camera.
I'm seeing this for the first time now.
Yeah, you haven't seen this.
I've heard it described. Let me see. Okay,
Yeah.
he looks.
the
smell.
Look what unbelievable.
A little, and then he's like writing his.
Is he cleaning off what he did?
Or is
did
he
he make a
signing his
mark
name in
and then
poop?
he's like, "Oh crap!"
Or
Literally.
you should probably go back to the room if that's the case.
Sign my
Do
name
not continue to go up.
across the wall.
Wait a second, he's going
smell
up.
My finger.
Maybe he is going from one room to his room.
Wait, so
Mike got it.
Do you guys imagine that like the security guy is just like watching this live and he's like, "Oh boy,"
Of course, and
like
what?
sends it to his friends?
Hey, Izzy, you gotta come see this, man. Watch this. Yo, you remember Dante Jones from Duke? He played on the Cavs when they won the damn. All right, never mind. Just watch this.
He's like, look what he does with his finger. And then he smells it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait.
Keep watching.
It's not it.
Keep watching. Oh.
It's disgusting no matter what, but it feels like if you watch it close, it seems like he found something small and solid. If you look, it's not as though it's just.
It's not just a scratch.
It's not a smear of stuff. There's something. He's looking at something.
Yeah.
What did he find?
I think at the end of this, he's actually a decent human. I think he sees that he made a mark.
What?
Watch. Let's watch this through.
Yeah.
He smells, does a mark, and then realizes, oh, I made a mark. Let me fix it. Oh, let me get that off there.
No.
He's going back almost to like.
I think he's writing like I'm with you. I think he's a decent human, but I think he's writing. Do not touch. This is all poop.
I think he's like, oh, I didn't realize it'd be that. I didn't realize it'd be that much. Let me see if I can rub it off.
The smear is not great for others, but the smell is the grossest part of that, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is my big worry about showing this video because I know my brother Julian is an extreme germaphobe. So, Juju, how are you going to get through elevators now? Because I feel like this thing has scarred you for life, and now what are you going to do? You got to touch elevator.
When I'm in my hometown, I always use my key to touch the elevator buttons.
Can we get it off preview?
But after seeing him write the instructions to the Kumite on the wall, it's like I don't even know what else to touch no more, bro. Like, Joker of the summer.
There are times in South Florida where you're like, I'm in an elevator shaft, and it's like, I probably don't smell great right now. But I've never been there. I'm just wondering, what do you, Izzy, in a moment where you're like, I want to assess myself. What's the move? What's the way to proper? Because that's what he's doing there. He's saying, he's like, are we clean? Do I need a shower? Like, he's assessing.
Not what
it's a hotel.
There's no assessment.
You don't think he's assessing
even if
there?
you don't have the key to your room, you hit the lobby and you go to the restroom.
He's clearly trying to gauge how clean he is. Like, right? He's not. You think he's doing that for pleasure? Like, that is to check in to see how dirty he is.
I think he felt an itch. He scratched it. He found a little bit more than he bargained for. And then got curious about the scent, and then said, "I got to eliminate this."
And then he was like, "Well, I'm going up to the room anyway."
Yeah.
This is the worst Mentos ad I've ever seen.
Go ahead, Juju.
Who goes raw dog scratch? Like,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Use the undies.
Yeah.
Unless you're unsure. And then you're like, well, I don't want to ruin the underpants. Let me ruin my finger.
What if he actually did go over undies there, and it was like, how did this get? Like, it's so dirty.
It went through the fabric?
That's why he's like, I don't even have this get on my fingers.
Look.
How does he go back to coaching?
Sí, son muy feos.
I'm gonna let Juju move on. Juju, what else you got for us, top 5 wise?
Top 5 TV show theme songs from my childhood that always got me bopping.
All right.
OLI, Three's Company.
Come on, knock on my door. We've been waiting for you.
And Three's Company. His and hers and his.
8 p.m. tonight, you will still be singing that song. Also, OLI, Sanford and Son.
Boom, 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 boom.
OLI. You got 5 better?
Quincy Jones.
Yes, Quincy Jones.
Number 5, this ain't gonna be popular, but in my household, this was popular. Chico and the Man.
Oh, man. How did that one go? I don't remember the theme song. I remember the show.
It'd be like, Chico, don't be discouraged. The man ain't so hard to understand.
Shout out to Freddie Prinze Sr.
Right. Right. Number 4, Family Ties, like my boy Dave said.
What will we do, me sad. Like, get a tear in your eye every time as they're like painting the photo.
Sha-la-la-la.
Yeah, that's great.
Definitely a jam.
How do we end
Number
this thing?
Number 3.
Sha-la-la-la.
Number 3, Magnum P.I.
It just came on.
I feel like I'm watching a horse race at a sports book, and I got a ticket that it's a loser. I've just been holding out. If anyone could say Denver the Last Dinosaur, it's Juju. I got a big plus money, and I don't think it's going to happen. I'm about to tear up the ticket.
Number 2?
Number 2, Good Times.
Not getting hassled.
What was
Not
that one
hustled.
that one part of that nobody knew what actually was said?
Hanging in the
chow
line.
That's what it was, right? And it sounded like what?
Hanging in the chow line.
Hanging in the chow line.
Easy credit rip-off.
Scratching and surviving.
We got him.
That's what Dante Jones was doing.
Oh, no.
Ain't we lucky we got him. All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
number
dun.
1, Number 1, the smoothest, grooviest theme song of all time, Taxi. Man.
Nobody
For
likes
the last
Welcome Back,
dinosaur.
Kotter.
Damn you to hell. Foiled again.
No family matters.
He's my friend and a whole lot more.
I can Juju, update the polls. I will have a top 5 ready by the end of the poll update.
Oh, I bet you will, because it's going to take me 2 seconds to find these polls.
Okay.
Here we are. Is there anything wrong with a grown man ordering the filet mignon?
Absolutely not.
88% of the Instagram audience says, no, there is not.
Thank you. Gives me faith in humanity. No offense, Az. Or whoever told you, whatever.
There you go. Thank you. Correct it for him. I don't hate Angel Reese. I just like to.
Yes, sir. I understand. I'm understanding more and more, man.
I don't hate Angel Reese.
I don't hate Angel Reese. I'm just asking if you'd like to.
Do you know any Caucasian women named Tamara?
Great question.
67% of the audience says, no, they do not.
Thank you.
And the last poll, does the head coach's haircut matter more than he thinks it does?
Oh, man.
86% of the audience says, yes, it does.
Yeah, man.
And those are your polls.
You can't be out there with Mike McDaniel hair and expect people to take you seriously.
They were trying to tell me that
That's why
somehow
he fixed it.
Dude could come in with a man bun and just recruit. I'm like, he's not recruiting.
Recruit for the surfing team,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Juju.
I can recruit with a man gun, with a man bun.
Did you
Sorry,
ever?
brother.
Well, first of all, best sports themes I'm thinking about too. CBS College Football.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know Monday Night Football. People, da, 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 da. I hear Vern Lundquist and the rest of it. 1980. In fact, the Football America theme song sounds very similar to the 1980 NBC NFL theme. Da, well, now I got the CBS one in my head. Three's Company is a fascinating setup for a sitcom because Jack Tripper moves in with 2 women who share a bedroom. The two women share a bedroom, both single beds. He gets a water bed because he's a coxman. But they have to sell it to the landlord, Mr. Roper, that he's gay because Mr. Roper is backwards enough that he
won't let them live together.
He doesn't want men and women living together. Oh, but he's gay. He's progressive enough. That's cool. I like this. And then when Mr. Roper and his lovely wife move on, Mr. Furley replaces them, has the exact same worldview.
Yeah. Yes.
Completely implausible worldview. I hate gay people, but I like gay people as long as they live here with women who are heterosexual.
I'm not going to lie. I totally forgot that element about it. I totally forgot that Jack Tripper had to pretend to be gay. That's
to
great.
both landlords.
Yes.
This is too good. We can't abandon that storyline.
Right. We got to make the remake ASAP.
All right, guys.
Also a quick plug right now. I never do this, but I do a show called The Alley Oop. I had the commissioner, Sarah Spain, on yesterday, man. We over there on the channel right now. It's called DLS Hoops, man. We need your help. We get like 13 views per episode right now, but I promise they're worth the 13 views. Help us get to 17 this week, guys.
Aim higher. 20.
All right, guys. I got my list. Got a couple OLIs. I'm going to try to go through this quick. OLI number 1, Law and Order theme.
Number 1.
Oh, yeah. That's OLI.
Now I'm back at the sports book trying to piece together my Denver the Last Dinosaur ticket.
We don't number the OLIs.
Okay. OLI. America Greatest Hero. Remember that one?
Yes, still a banger.
So good.
George is in it.
Yeah. Song bigger than the show.
Yes.
Yep.
That's perfect.
OLI. You take the good, you take the bad, you take the na-na-na, you have the facts of life.
Facts of life. Yeah.
What show was that from? The Facts of Life.
Denver, the Last Dinosaur. Yeah. Number 5. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. It's Different Strokes.
See, he was a brontosaurus that played music and wore sunglasses. It was great.
I had a hard time learning to spell different because there was an apostrophe in Different Strokes.
Yes, there was.
Right, yeah.
Number 4. Hill Street Blues.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's a jazzy ass song, man.
Based on Pittsburgh.
Is Hill Street Blues based on?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, how about that? Number 3. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Hell yeah.
Still no Welcome Back, Kotter. Like, it is clearly in the top 10 of all time.
All right, well.
What's going on with
This
that
is my
guy
list.
from that show?
Bonnie Miller.
John Travolta?
No, Will Smith.
Will Smith?
We're having a weird one, huh?
Even though I'm an action star, doesn't mean I don't act bizarre. Number 2, Golden Girls. Wow. Juju, I really thought that was your number 1. I was
So
like,
good.
Yeah.
Golden Girls.
Betty.
Pull out the
Rest in
pin on
peace, Betty.
purpose, and then I pull it, and then I throw
Then I
it.
throw it.
It's all on purpose, though.
I take.
How do you know the words?
I
to
bite
this
on
song?
more than I can chew, and then I chew
And
it.
then I chew it. Huh.
That's how chewing works.
I like girls. Trust me.
And number 1, the Jeffersons.
Moving on up to the east side.
That's what I watched Jeffersons on Pluto TV. Fire.
So no Denver the Last Dinosaur, huh?
Sadly.
USA
Welcome
Network.
back.
Thank you, Juju.
Thanks, Juju.
Thank y'all.